Wow, 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 bow. Dun, 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 bow, bow, bow. Dun, 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 dun.
Played this game after. And I was thinking, okay, how are we gonna get through this? What are we gonna do? So let's load this up real quick here. Waiting on this. And then we'll see what we get done in this particular game. Again, got the builds out. I find that I fight a lot of Terran online. I don't really fight as many Protoss and Zerg, which I think is kind of weird. You know, like maybe I should be studying TVT builds more because it feels like a lot more people are playing Terran, or at least I'm encountering more people playing Terran. So who's to say, right? Who's to say what's good? So in this game, we're going to be going for again the same thing with the double wall off idea. So I bring my SCV down here when I think I'm going to be ready for making my barracks. I'm going to take that SCV, bring it over, and I try and instantly, as close as I can, to instantly lay down the supply depot. So we're getting double supply, which is kind of nice, having that early supply depot. Then we get gas. Then again, we're doing the same build, you know. We're constantly making SCVs. At this point, I wasn't really too worried about trying to make everything happen at a particular time. I think I was just trying to practice this build idea I had in my head that I thought was good. And sometimes you can get in this position in StarCraft where you start doing one thing and you're like, okay, I got to make this work. This build has to work. I've won with it before. But you'll remember, I didn't actually win with this build. I won because I tech switched into Thor's because my opponent was going Void Ray. That's why I won with this build, not because this build itself was good. This is not a good build, as you see, because it seems very vulnerable. Like, it's a good idea, right? I mean, you think, okay, I want to do early upgrades, right? You're like, that's the style I want to go. So you build the engineering bay early, and you get the double gas. That way you're getting your upgrades quickly, and with double gas, you're going to be able to, you know, just make everything faster. And with my first 100 gas, I think I even make that upgrade. Yeah, I instantly start that +1 upgrade, and I'm like, okay, I'll just build Marines out of the barracks one at a time. It's fine. Can wait on that. And I'm just saving up now, I think, for the factory. I think that's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, I'm going to build a factory now, because I'm waiting on my gas. And I instantly make the factory, which is good. And then I'm going to go ahead and
upgrade you ordered is here.
Gonna go ahead and build the reactor. And you can see I'm trying to keep my money low. Like, I'm working on it. And as my money gets high, this would probably be the time in my build. If I was gonna go back and redo this, this would probably be the time in my build when I would want to think about saving up for that expansion command center much sooner. Because that extra barracks doesn't really do that much for the most part with this build. Because I was thinking, okay, we're gonna do 3 production structures, we're gonna do some upgrades, and then we'll push out with that and expand behind it, ideally. I think is like the proper way to do this now that I look at it. I mean, look, I'm almost at 400 minerals. You know, I'm at 400 minerals, but I was waiting for the right,
Doesn't that look fancy?
you know, to get stuff. And I'm floating minerals. Like, I have a lot. This should be an indicator to me, right, to make an expansion, but I don't. Which isn't good. And then you know what? I think here I actually do make the expansion. Because I think I finally realized, well, I was like, oh, I can't spend my money. And I remember, I think I was thinking, oh god, this is terrible. And then I go ahead and I want to throw the tech lab down. And I did reactor first in this situation because I really wanted to have a high marine count. That was really important to me, getting those marines out early. And this is getting, like, trying to get an early tank. And I think I realized that this, I should have realized now that I'm actually supply blocked.
So you have no excuse not to build something.
Right.
Upgrade's done.
Which is kind of weird to think about how, like, you could forget about the supply depots. And the tank pops out, yeah, so I don't even realize I'm supply blocked for a while. Until, like, right now. And I'm laying down, you know, double supply depot, as always, because I mess it up. I'm not very good at it, remembering supply depots sometimes. I do the same kind of setup, though. I put the tank on the high ground. I'm working on trying to queue everything up, so everything looks like it's going to be good to go. As soon as the supply depots finish, I've got upgrades going through on my one tech lab. You know, I got the +1 armor started, and I'm taking my expansion, which is good. That is an improvement compared to what I had been doing.
You want a piece of me, boy?
And I got that Widow Mine, which is nice. And that Widow Mine only killed 1 Marine, so that was good. He tried to harass me a little bit, but that didn't seem to bother me. And then that sucked.
Research is done. Let's hope you click the right one.
I had trouble getting up my ramp, though. I think that Widow Mine is still there, underneath. I think I just forgot about it. I lay down a turret, and I'm going to walk my army back down.
Gangway, coming
And I don't know, I mean, maybe I got the Widow Mine and I didn't notice. I mean, if you look at the unit tab. Actually, he does have Widow Mines, so I'm assuming there's Widow Mines underneath there that I just didn't notice for whatever reason.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, now I noticed it because of the missile turret.
SCV ready.
And so I got it.
This better be good.
All right, then. But as you can see, we're making a good amount of units. Like, I am
You've
making
built a
units.
fancier-
I've established my expansion. You know, again, I'm putting up turrets because I'm worried about drops again.
Go, go, go!
You know, I'm making the armory even. I'm trying to do the build as I had seen it happen in my head. And you'll see my money's low. I mean, it's not like I'm not spending my money, right? And that's the important thing. Is the reason why this build isn't very good, I think it's because I'm missing an attack window opportunity. But if you look at the unit counting tab, like, well, I guess it doesn't have that much stuff, really. Maybe if I had attack right now, maybe that would have worked. Maybe I'll revisit this build idea sometime, and maybe even play live and just show off my thought process against the AI or something. You know, because if you look, this actually isn't too bad of a timing here. Like, we have a lot of
Research
stuff.
complete.
Gangway, coming through. Who wants some?
And, you know, we're keeping the money low. You know, I'm trying to spend my money as much as I can. Gonna go ahead and buy the attack upgrade. Like, I'm doing everything right, I think, for what I have. I'm making my units. It's just slow, and that's the thing, is I'm just playing slowly, and I think that's another big hindrance to what I'm doing. You'd think I would attack at some point. Oh, do I not push out with all my tanks? You know, that'd probably be why I wouldn't be able to succeed. If I don't bring my tanks with me, then that's not going to be a successful attack. Because the advantage comes from those tanks being there. So that's pretty bad. I think I just A-moved across the map. Because I was in a rush and I wanted to make sure everything would go well. So I push in and I saw the medevac. But here's the thing, I totally just stimmed and I didn't need to. Then I stim again. And I'm attacking his base. And then he comes in with his Hellions, and because I've stimmed so much, I kind of get wrecked. Yeah, they all just kind of die. And then I'm like, crap, and I start like spamming the button to make to make stuff. And I get ready for a defense. It's gonna be a good defense too, I'm thinking in my head, right? So I'm thinking, oh my god, we gotta get ready. There's gonna be so many Hellions. And I'm just trying so hard to pump out units. You know, I've got turrets set up. I'm thinking, okay, are we good? And as you'll see, we are not in any way in good shape.
Coming through. This better be good.
But it really did set up my stuff. And did I siege that up in time? I think I did, but it didn't matter. Missile turrets help, though. I did pick it off, but when you lose the expansion and you have no units,
Your
it's kind of
units
like,
are augmented.
what are you really going to do? You know? Like, I tried, but it's like not gonna matter. I think I didn't even siege. Oh, I sieged in the, I put it in the worst spot. Ha! I should have pulled it back. Yeah, no, that was terrible. It's like I let him walk into my base. So that's bad. That's something to note. Having bad siege tank placement will also hurt you a lot. And then we just kind of come in and